Teresa and Melissa go at it again, and we have the one and only Joe Gorga here with us to talk about that and his new book and seminars, all of that and so much more here on AfterBuzz.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz
Oh, you guys, we have a great show. We have a great
Super
show.
excited.
Yes.
And a surprise.
And a surprise. Hey guys, Chelsea Stark-Jones, and I am here joined with
Angelo Garcia, guys. Super excited to be back.
And Angel Saunders.
And we have, I honestly consider him to be in the Hall of Fame of house husbands on
Top one, for sure.
on Bravo. My favorite in Jersey for sure, and my top two, behind, with Mauricio. We have Joe Gorga.
Hey.
Hi. How are you doing?
I love that introduction. That was beautiful.
I'm actually I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. You're one of the greats.
Oh, thank you.
So
It's like talking to Babe Ruth or something.
I
along the line,
know. Yeah. So how's it going, Joe?
It's going, man. Listen, I just watched that crazy reunion, man. Oh my God, I have to relive it again.
Yeah. What's it like? Because how long ago did you guys actually tape that?
That was probably that was soon. That was only a month ago.
Okay, so it's
pretty recent.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. The season was a wrap, and then we waited 4 months, and then we shot the reunion.
Was it
it was a
traumatic?
little late.
Traumatic reliving it all again, watching that?
Oh, come on. I mean, just why can't we get along?
Yeah. I mean, we were kind of like, oh my God.
Yes. But before we get into the juice of the reunion, there's a rumor going around that you and Melissa might have a potential spinoff, Flipping Homes. Is there anything you could tell us?
Well, I really can't say nothing yet, but you never know.
Okay.
That's what I do for a living, so that's what I'm really good at.
I would love that.
It would make sense.
You two together, you guys are solid.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are
Let
goals.
me tell you something. It would be so solid. It would be the best show you ever see.
Oh my God, yeah.
That'd be a fiery show right there.
And it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, like we said, we were watching that reunion. Our jaws were dropped to the floor
So many times.
It kind of was a surprise to us to see Melissa and Teresa go at it. And Andy even asked the question, if you guys weren't sister-in-laws, would you guys be friends? Was there a time, because we've only seen Melissa and Teresa have like a really rough relationship. Was there a time when it was just all easy? Like everyone got along really fine?
Not really. I don't think it was ever easy. I think we were only easy for about maybe 2 months, only in the beginning, and then it just got ugly.
Why?
It's just been. I just think everybody's just too similar.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just too the same, it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is it?
And just like you said, you were shocked. I went into the reunion. As I pulled up to the reunion, producers came out. They grabbed me. They said, "Oh, we don't know what's going on." Teresa attacked Melissa. Just came out of nowhere, and everything. We just had Sunday dinner. We were just at 2 days before that. We were having Sunday pasta. Everything was great.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And then I showed up to this. If anyone that asks about the Housewives of New Jersey, is it real? I'd say, hell yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I think it's great
Yes.
that they brought you out, because we had seen so many times during the season when Teresa and Melissa were fighting with each other and they were teaming up, it seemed like, on Melissa. So to finally have you come out and I guess diffuse the situation was like, finally he's here.
It's always like that. I'm always jumping in the middle. Did you hear when I said stick something in my eye? Stick a knife in my
Stick a knife.
That's how we all felt. That's how we all felt.
What's it like going in there and just seeing your wife and sister go at it, though? Does it bum you out?
Of course it bums me out. You just want them to get along.
Yeah.
Go attack the strangers on the panel. Why does family have to go at it so hard?
Yeah.
You know?
I know. There's 5 other women on there to go at.
And it's only the related ones. Well, not only.
Do you feel like they kind of add fuel to the fire between the two of them? Like the other women on the cast?
Oh, of course. You
Yeah.
know, so as you saw tonight, you know, Teresa gets a little jealous that, you know, Jackie's nice to Melissa. What's Melissa going to do? If Jackie's sticking up for Melissa and then Jackie has some beef with Teresa, how's Melissa going to go against Jackie?
Yeah.
So then Teresa gets jealous, and that's what happens. You know, it's. I feel like it's never, as long as we are alive, not even on this show, it's always going to be like this.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we are all Team Melissa here. We love Teresa, but I just would like to see you guys all get along. I feel like that'd be fun. I think we got a little bit of that last season.
Yeah.
But it just came back.
Yeah, we
around
all
this
got
time.
along. Yeah, we all got along. Yeah, listen, when we get along, it's great.
Yeah.
We party, we have a good time. It's funny. It's beautiful. People love it more than we argue.
Yes,
you
for
know?
sure. For sure. For sure.
Yep. Definitely.
So how is it for you being on the show? Like, Melissa's talked about it a lot, and I think it's really cute because when you guys do interviews together, I always see you with her, like supporting her. It makes me happy. But how is it for you to be on the show? Do you enjoy it? Do you kind of want your space when the cameras are around? Or are you kind of over it now? Because it's been a while.
Yeah, I tell you, when I first got on the show, and when it was really ugly with the family, like fighting with my sister and Joe Giudice, it was so hard. I mean, I never wanted to be around cameras. When you walked in the room and you were about to film, and my sister was there or Joe, your heart blasted out of your chest. I mean, it was just so real and epic.
Yeah.
And you know, there was nights I didn't sleep at night. You know, it was really hard on me. You know, because you're on a national TV. You're on TV with your family, you're arguing. It was very, very hard. And if I wasn't such a strong person, you know, I don't know what I was capable of doing, to be honest with you. Now, I'll be honest, it's not as bad, and it's fun now because you make fun of everybody, you're having fun. It's like you're in high school again, you know?
Making fun of Marty.
Yeah,
We
we
heard
make
that
fun of
tonight.
Marty, you know. I kind of like said to Joe, listen, get him outside. Go, you know, you only saw a little bit. I said, hey, get him outside. Get him by the pool. Why don't you go over the pool tonight? He's calling your wife.
You know, we had a feeling you instigated that whole thing. We say that you're the reason he was in that pool.
Listen, you got to remember something. I'm the veteran here. I know what I'm doing, you know. So I'm like the little birdie chirping in their ear. Hey, don't let him say that about you.
And that guy deserved to go in the pool, though. Don't worry about that one.
He did. He definitely deserved it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, even at the album the song listening party, he was doing a lot.
You see how that was crazy, right?
Yeah.
He's lucky he wasn't saying that to me. 'Cause I got
Yeah.
a short fuse.
It's just like it's a time and a place for everything, but I don't even know if you should ever, say something like that.
About someone's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you
About someone's
seen
wife,
Marty
right?
recently?
I mean, the guy he had some major balls to do that, right?
Oh, for sure.
Have you seen him recently, Marty?
You know what? I haven't seen him since the show, and Joe called me yesterday and said, "Listen, Marty wants to have lunch. Are you okay with that?" I said, "Sure, no problem." So we're about to have lunch. I think next week we're gonna have lunch.
Oh, wow. And Joe organized that with Marty?
They're back. They're talking again. Yes.
Oh,
They're
wow.
friends again.
Wait, are you guys filming?
Right?
I really can't disclose that.
Okay.
In the next couple of days.
Okay.
Now, speaking of filming, does filming ever make you feel like a better person when you get to watch, what you've done in the past and see right then and there, okay, well, I said this is how that person felt about it. So does looking back at the season make you feel like you can do better?
Could I do better? I'm going to be honest with you. Not really. I am who I am. I don't fake it for the cameras. However I feel, I say it. And I'm saying what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah.
We're all human. I'm not going to sit here and if you caught me doing something, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm a man. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, fine. I don't like a lot of things other people say. I don't. But it is what it is, right, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not. We're we are human. We are just. We do what everybody does. I don't even know what I'm saying.
That's what we
No, I
do.
like that,
We
though.
do what
No one's
everybody
perfect.
does.
It is laid out there in New Jersey, but I guess like with seeing Melissa and what she's doing, being a businesswoman and her whole entrepreneurship, and I think she's also doing some seminars too in the upcoming months. And when I got to express that she was upset with some of the things that you said, when you see her upset, does that kind of resonate with you?
Oh yeah, that does. Listen, a lot of that. Listen, I'm proud of her. I was always proud of her. When I first met her, she had 3 jobs and putting herself through college, and that's what really attracted me about her because I'm a workaholic, and I love that she goes to work and she's doing it. I'll be honest with you, I'm starting to slow up more in life. I've made my investments. I worked very hard. I have a lot of rental property. I really want to chill now and enjoy my life. Enjoy my wife, and now she's trying to like go. So that was my biggest. That's what you guys really didn't see. Like she wants to work more, and I'm more like, let's chill, let's hang out, let's go on vacation, let's go have lunch, let's go.
Yeah.
I
And she's
see.
like, well, I gotta go. I gotta go to work at Envy. I gotta go to this event. I'm like, hey, where
I
are you
get
going?
it.
Yeah.
So now, like, your
Vacation.
retirement plans are like changing. Like, you're ready to like, have the house in Florida and like chill, and she's just like ready to go everywhere and do it all.
Right. She's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
starting late in life.
I get it.
Because you were busting it out when probably the kids were little and she was at home, and now she's like trying to flip it. She's trying to get to work, and now you're relaxing a little bit.
Right. So like, listen, I made, like I said, I made the right investment.
Yeah,
I worked
exactly.
hard.
Yeah.
Now they're paying off.
You did it right.
And-
You were
I did it
busy
right.
when Joe Giudice was, you understand what I'm saying, right?
You heard what I was saying. I was trying to get it out tonight. I was trying to be nice because I have nieces,
Yeah.
So, but you heard what I was saying to Andy. I'm like, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean?
No, and I respect that. You did it the right way, and you worked your ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
thank
maybe
you. Thank you.
now that you've worked so hard, maybe you and the guys can take a mancation and maybe even do a house husband spinoff.
Oh, definitely. Listen, but here's the problem. I'm going to tell you that you want to know the inside. If I take a man vacation, Melissa she'll have a heart attack. That's the problem. She keeps me in like a cage. Like I'm like she's like a dog locked up in the cage.
Oh, you're gonna be like Donnie Thornberry if you go on vacation.
You and Melissa remind me so much of me and my boyfriend. I think that's why you guys are so endearing to me. Like the way that you talk about her and how excited you guys are to see one another. It's just so refreshing. Like, what is it about your marriage that you think is special compared to other housewife relationships that you see on TV?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? We're just she's my best friend, and we're married, but in my eyes, she's my girlfriend.
Aww.
Because once you stop dating her, it changes.
Mm-hmm.
And once you say we're married, we have children, you don't. Oh, let's have sex once a week. No. It's not about that. When I first met you, we had sex every day, and I said, let's, and that's what I like to do. That's what keeps us real. That's what keeps us together. I look at her every day. I tell her she's beautiful. I tell her how hot she is. I just keep the spice going.
Yeah.
Once you stop, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of what I like. I hate when I hear people talking about marriage, like, "Oh, your life's over. It's like it's done with." Blah blah blah. But like, I feel like it's just beginning.
Yeah.
It's just beginning, and that's what I want to get the message across. And I'm doing these seminars, and the seminars are not just about real estate. It's also about relationships, and it's about men trying to be better men. Because, listen, you could be a man worth $1 billion, but if you don't know how to treat a woman, you're nothing in life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In my eyes.
Amen.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, let's go ahead and
you know,
talk about that seminar, Grow with Gorga. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, what it is I started out as a kid. When I was 9 years old, I started out with a newspaper route, and my parents was Italian immigrants. They taught us how to work hard. So I just worked, and like I said, I got into like the landscaping business, working hard, but the best investments I ever made was in real estate, and I've done it the hard way. I mean, I got into big buildings with negotiating deals and how to do it, and I got the right contacts, and I'm watching all these other guys do these seminars, and I'm like, listen, I'm the real deal. I'm the guy doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not just the guy writing stuff on a chalkboard and telling everybody this is how you have to do it. I'm developing deals right now. I'm building them. I'm negotiating these. I'm finding them. So I said, listen, I have a lot to offer. And if I can take an average person, you know, not just the big real estate guys, an average person, and teach them how to buy homes and how to own homes, rental properties. You know, the average person that has an average job, they own 2 houses. It changes their whole life.
Yeah.
See, I'm 44 right now, and I could sit home every day and just collect my rents.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm trying to teach everybody.
So it's like the right ways of investing. It's like the right ways of investing your money, pretty much.
Correct.
Oh,
right.
okay.
And everybody thinks like you need a lot. You know, the average person that has like an average job says, "Oh, I don't have the money. I don't know how." I don't want to hear that. Well, I'm going to teach you how. Here's my connections that I worked for 25 years. This is what you have to do, and there you go. And if I could if I could change someone's life, right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good karma for me.
Oh, yeah.
Good karma. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like you talk about you've built your success, and it is nice to finally like do something, like make an impact while making income, like knowing that what you're doing is benefiting other people.
Definitely.
And is your seminar something that is like similar to the Gorga Guide to Success? Will people learn the same lessons to that if they're not able to make it to the seminar, or is there more to your book as well?
No, the book is my entire story on how I started in life, and then in real depth with me and Melissa, and how we met, and how bad it was. And listen, I was up and down. There was times I had no money, like I was scrapping metal to live. We didn't even have money to buy milk for our babies, and I was living in a mansion and building an apartment building. I was worth $10 million at the time. So it's a crazy story, and it's how I got into real estate, and talks about the show, how I got on the show, and all the insides, like the real stuff about being on reality TV, just my entire life.
Oh wow,
it's kind of like a motivational book, you know, and it teaches, and it's also talking about how to be a good father and a husband and a man.
That's really cool.
Hits every aspect.
Yeah, you know, I didn't really know about your struggle to success and your rise to success, and I think a lot of young people out there, including myself and living in Los Angeles, it is a grind. We're all struggling to get some milk and food on the table. What kind of words of wisdom would you have for young people that are, you know, trying to reach that level of success?
Listen, I always say it's like football. You know, if you're watching football and you put your head down, you're about to score a touchdown, right? You're running through the hole. Don't stop. Just keep on running. You're going to get hit from every angle, left, right, over, and you have 5, 6, 7 guys on you. You just keep pumping those legs, because you know what? Eventually, you're going to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Just don't give up.
Especially when you got a Saquon Barkley on your squad, right?
That's right. That's right. Just keep on going.
I like that. I like that. That's very, very true.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people need to hear that too, because I feel you hit a slump in the road, people usually just give up. You know, they read something like that, it makes them want to keep going.
Yeah, you know, and that's the key. In my book, I'll explain that. I've never gave up. I got hit in every direction, every direction. One door closed, another one opened. 2 doors closed, another one open. But you know what? I just never got discouraged. There was times I just sat in my car and cried before I got home. I didn't want my wife to know how bad it was. You know, sitting there and say, what am I going to do? You know, and the next day I got up in the morning. There's mornings I didn't even want to get up, but I had no choice. I had children, I had a wife. I had to keep on going. So I never gave up. But there was guys I know that committed suicide in the hard times. And these are times I'm talking in 2007, 8, 9, when the economy crashed, the real estate market crashed. You know, I had friends that killed themselves, hung themselves, because they lost their whole net worth of real estate.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I've lost a ton of money also, but I kept on going. I didn't fail.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing you got to remember: just keep on going, because life is hard.
Yeah.
You know,
but it gets better.
Got to keep on going.
And I think it's good to hear that as like a young man too, because if you kind of get this sense that, oh, I got to do this, you know, my future kids, my wife, this and that. So hearing other stories that went through hardships at a young age too helps you keep pushing. I think that's really good.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
Very cool. So let's look forward. So you guys have the next season of the show coming on. What's the state of the relationship between you, Teresa, and Melissa now?
Well, Teresa and I, we're fine. You know, I'm there all the time. I'm at her house. She's had some issues at the house that I'm helping her out with. You know, Teresa and Melissa, they haven't really spoke too much since the reunion. Haven't seen each other either, but I think they'll be fine. You know, we're going to start filming now, and I think, you know, Teresa knows where her place is. You know, listen, that's your sister-in-law. Cut it out. And I had to talk with her. I said, I cannot live another second with you guys fighting. I just can't. I just don't want to do that anymore. So, you know, Teresa called her up. They talked. She apologized. So, you know, but hopefully, let's hope it goes good. This will be a good season.
I think, like,
you know,
oh, go ahead.
I'm hoping they team up and they attack everyone else, and you know, sister-in-laws. You know, that's what I'm hoping.
Stop doing it to each other.
One of my favorite scenes, and I don't know if it was Melissa's it was last season, and Teresa was driving Melissa home, and Melissa was drunk, and drunk Melissa is so much fun, and like she was flirting with Teresa. It was just like really fun and cute to see them together. It's like I'm really like wanting that interaction between the two of them again.
And me too. And
I feel like it makes Teresa seems lighter. Like, you know? She seems lighter and like less like stressed out when they're, you know, good. You know?
Well, also Teresa wasn't able to have a lot of drinks this season because she was doing her competition. So maybe we just need a little alcohol to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, those competition things are over, so she'll be drinking. So let's hope we're gonna be partying this season.
Right.
Definitely.
Speaking of drinking, the girls seem to drink a lot in Mexico, and it ended in a very violent dinner. Did it turn you on to see Melissa get so upset and charge Jennifer like that?
All right, let's get something straight here. Everything Melissa does turns me on. Right?
I love it.
But
that's how you gotta love your woman right there.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Melissa, that's her. You know, she's feisty. You think she's a pushover? She might keep it real. She might keep it classy on the show, but don't mess with her.
Yeah,
she'll rip your eyes out. She's tough.
I definitely appreciate that moment because, like, yeah, she is very sweet and classy. She keeps it together, but if you come for her, she's not going to lay down.
Oh yeah, it's over.
And do you think the show at all like helped or negatively or positively affected you and Teresa? Would you say, like, if the show was never around, you think everything would be just fine?
I'll be honest with you. I believe it definitely helped because what it does is it puts you in situations that we have to be together.
Yeah.
Where let's say if you're mad at your brother or your sister and you're arguing, you're just going to stay away from them, right? Or a friend. But because we have to film together,
you can't avoid each other.
We are able to talk and be together and really sit down and really have those real talks. And it's I believe the show has definitely helped. Yes.
Well, I have one last question. Who is your like go-to guy to hang out with as far as the husbands go? I mean, there's not really many husbands to choose from in this group. But do you enjoy hanging out with Joe, Margaret's husband?
Yeah, Joe. I'd be like, I know Frank Catania a long time.
Oh yeah.
I've known Frank for let's say 20-something years.
Yeah.
And so it would be a toss-up between Joe and Frank.
Okay.
What about Jackie's husband? Is he cool? We never really hear much from him.
Yeah, he's quiet. He sits behind the radar, but he's a cool guy. Yeah. Definitely cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool.
We're gonna try to get some more action out of him this year.
Yeah.
We're gonna
get him some drinks.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna work. I'm gonna work. I'm going to be like the little birdie in the background and work on him.
Get him to
let's
push
get-
someone in the pool.
Right, I was gonna say let's get him in the pool.
You're the vet, so you got to.
Definitely, yep,
Well,
definitely.
we love it. Joe, next time you and Melissa are in LA, hit us up. We love chatting with you, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please let our viewers know when and how they can sign up for your seminar and where they could get your book.
Okay, so March 23rd, we're having a seminar. It's actually in Jersey City,
Okay.
New Jersey, but you go on growwithgorga.com. It has
Okay.
all the information. Growwithgorga.com, or you follow me on my Instagram. And my book is going to be launching March 12th. Again, that'll be on Amazon, and I'll be posting everything on my Instagram.
Beautiful.
In my website.
Instagram is at Joey Gorga. Joe, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love you here. You always have a place, ever you want to stop by. We would greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. I
Cool.
mean
Thanks,
that.
Joey.
You guys are the best.
Thank you.
you.
Have a good night.
You got it. See you later.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, guys, that was awesome. A nice little chat with Joe Gorga.
Yeah.
No, that was
What a
like a
nice guy.
milestone on AfterBuzz.
I love him.
What a nice
I
guy.
didn't think I could
He
love
was
him
fun.
anymore.
I know.
I
He's so
didn't think
sweet
I could
and
love
genuine to
He
us, too.
really was.
Such a good guy.
And he's funny. I like that when people are like relatable and funny
Yeah.
and just easy to talk to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he could easily big time us and just be like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
He's a
he
good
was
guy.
He could
great.
have gave like short answers.
He was great. He was great. But before we move on, Angela, do you have something to share?
I do. Hey guys, before we move on to our next topic and recap the reunion, we just wanted to say thank you for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow, we could use your help, guys. You guys got to get on YouTube and subscribe to all our videos, give us a rating on iTunes, and then leave us a comment. Get involved in the comments, guys. We love seeing you guys, and we love being a part of AfterBuzz, and we want to hear why you guys love watching us so much. So get involved.
Yes, get involved, stay active in the chat. We read all of your comments. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the reunion.
Crazy.
Not much happened outside of Melissa and Teresa going at it.
Our faces the whole time, like every time I looked at y'all, we were always doing the same thing. Like, what is going
I just
on?
couldn't believe what was going down. Like, what? Like, none of that was necessary.
It was
Teresa-
puzzling.
None of it's like, what is happening
It
here?
was puzzling. And Joe even said so himself. He was confused. They were just having Sunday pasta dinner. And for whatever reason, and I think Melissa kind of hit the nail on the head, or whatever, whatever the
Hit the
expression
hammer
is.
on the
the
nail.
head.
Yeah.
No,
Or hit
what?
No. Yeah, she's right. Hit the nail on the head.
We just have no compassionates. Yeah, so I just don't think Teresa likes that Melissa is friends with Jackie. I think that's where it all stems
She
from.
wants
but
her
it's
on her
what's the
side no matter
yeah,
what.
she's on
Yes.
the wrong couch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Andy's like, well, for the record, she didn't make the seating chart.
I do speak Teresa. I understand what she's saying, because she's saying if you and I were good this whole season, you'd be on my side of the couch, is what she said.
Yeah,
But,
but
I
they can't
mean-
fit 4 people on one couch.
Well, they would put Jennifer on the other couch. Anyways.
And technically, is Margaret like not speaking to them? Like Margaret's
Yeah,
kinda
Margaret
pretty
doesn't like them.
neutral.
Teresa,
No.
Margaret does.
She doesn't like Jennifer.
She doesn't like Jennifer, but
Well,
like,
who does?
Yeah.
so let's backtrack a little bit. It got to a nice moment where we did this whole little montage about Melissa and her story and her trying to find her possible sister,
Yeah.
lost sister. And Andy's asking her questions, and Teresa and Andy asked Teresa how she feels
Yeah.
that Melissa is, looking for a lost sister. And Teresa responded with, well, she has a sister right here. And I took it as being sweet.
No, you could tell in her tone.
Well, I don't know. I was a little confused because it could have been sweet, like, oh, don't worry, I'm here for you. You have a sister in me. Or it could have been like, why are you worried about her? I'm your sister.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Well,
from it.
I was confused.
And that's how Melissa interpreted it, because she
Yeah.
said,
If you were Melissa, you would took it like nicely? You
well,
would've been
I
like,
think the difference is Melissa knows her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And she knows, and she said that. Like,
Yeah,
I
she knows
know,
when she's
because
kidding
Andy
her.
thought it was being sweet, like
Yeah.
other people thought. She's like, I know her, and I know that she meant that to slight me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And have you ever had someone in your life where they try so hard to, in front of people, be like this nice person, but you're like, I
You just know
you.
what's really going
I
on in
know
there.
you.
Yeah.
You're being shady right now.
Yeah.
You're being
Yeah,
sarcastic.
and it's
Like
I
they've
thought it
known
was
each
pretty
other for
apparent.
so long.
Yeah.
I went, aw, like I did. But I guess I'm a sucker.
I saw it from both ways, and I was confused.
But yeah, and she said that, and then Teresa somehow turned it around and made it about herself. And
It was so awkward.
and just went
She's good at it. Like honestly,
so
it flowed perfectly
awkward.
for Teresa to like switch into herself.
It was very strange to me because it was just like she started talking about like
it was good reality
it blew
TV.
my mind how easily she did make that like all about herself and all about Melissa being the bad guy and
it was
ganging
like a
up on
flawless
her.
transition
And
into
I was
that
just
too.
like, how in the world are we
Yeah.
talking about you and Jackie when we were initially talking about Melissa's lost sister and her father?
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
her
gonna say. What I
father.
think made it extra horrible when I was really like, wait, what's going on? Because she was just talking about how her father had passed away when she was 17, and like anytime she talks about him, she gets emotional.
Yeah.
So it's like clearly a touchy subject, and then here comes this comment that you're like, wait, what do you mean by that? And then all of a sudden it's just them fussing.
Yeah. Well, you know what it was? So, yeah, this is when she talked about her father, and she's like, yeah, I have daddy issues. And then Teresa, and I hate when people
Make it about themselves.
make it about themselves. And she's like, yeah, my girls have daddy issues too. Like, they're going to have daddy
Yeah,
issues.
she flipped it.
I
And I was just
noticed
like-
She
that.
flipped it.
It was
But
like,
it
this
fit-
was
Talking
Melissa's
about-
interview.
it
But it
did.
fit. Like I'm saying, she like
But we're
transitioned
talking
it.
about Melissa. Like,
Yeah.
stop. And then my kids are going to have daddy issues, and their dad's not here. And you attacked me and said, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
She pulled the Jennifer move. She made it about herself.
yes.
I know, but Jennifer does it like annoyingly. Like Teresa, I don't know. It was just perfect. It was annoying for sure. I'm on you
It was
guys'
like
side.
an annoyingly
But
perfect
she
transition.
yeah, like the way she transitioned it, like she does it all the time. We don't even notice it. She like
No,
perfectly
I
did it.
noticed, but I was just like, whoa.
It was tough, and it was tough too because I mean Joe was sitting right behind Melissa, and I mean I can
gotta be
only
stressful.
imagine how stressful and how hard it is, and to
Yeah.
hear him say like it's always been a back and forth, like God, that's exhausting.
I was gonna say, he said the only time it really was like all good was the first couple months, and it's like that's when you're still trying to like put on a good face when you're just
Yeah.
meeting the family, like, hi, I'm an angel.
Yeah.
Like, so,
I know.
yeah, if that's
I mean,
the
I'm
only...
sure they can get there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We've
They just
seen
both
a
have to
couple
try.
times
We've seen
this
it,
season.
and we saw it last season. So
Yeah.
I think that they have the potential to go in the right direction. I'm hoping because I really do like when they
Yeah.
are on the same page.
But if they're on the same page, it wouldn't be much fighting. So I'm
And
sure
they need
Andy
that
Andy
for
keeps
TV.
probably stirring it. So like,
I mean, I would rather, like Joe said, I would rather see them fight with the other girls or the other girls fight amongst themselves
Yeah.
and just leave Melissa and Teresa alone. Like,
Yeah.
that's family, you
Yeah.
know? Speaking of family, they did a long, in-depth recap of the Joe and Teresa legal trouble.
Mm-hmm.
My
And
eyes were watering.
it was
that's sad.
definitely
It was
really
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
And it was just, and it's been a long time that they've been going
Mm-hmm.
through this, and you kind of forget that it's been so long.
Yeah.
they look so different on the clips they were showing too.
So
Seeing
different.
the kids break down, just like I was trying to like fight back tears because like we have so many other like people in here
Yeah.
watching their shows, and it's like, okay, this is like a lot of people in here. I don't want to just be sitting here crying.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that girl? But watching it was like, wow.
It was
Yeah.
sad. And she was very honest and said that she was very angry with him. And it is, I don't want to say it's the first time because I think she said it throughout the season, but she's always been like protecting him in a sense and not
Yeah.
saying that she's angry or like, just going with it.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to see how her position on this has changed over the years, how she's become a lot more independent.
She's definitely gained like a lot of, I don't even know if I would say self-confidence, but she's like coming to her own.
Yeah. Well, like
I would
like
even say
Andy said, she was like
confidence,
a super ride or die for him in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't even admit she was upset with him when she was about to go to jail.
Not yeah. And Andy asked, the golden question. We've been speculating about this for weeks now. If he is deported to Italy, which there is still no verdict about that,
Yeah.
but if he is
I mean, we
deported
can
to
assume
go to
it's probably
Italy,
pretty
yeah,
solid.
will you go with him? And she said probably not.
That is crazy.
But she didn't seem like she was gonna divorce him.
No,
Right? The
but
way she was-
he did ask a follow-up question and then they cut it off. So I think we'll get more into that
Next
conversation
episode.
next week in the conclusion.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys, I was going to send this in the group chat, but I've been seeing more and more pictures with her and this guy in Miami.
Yeah, but she
And
blew that off. She blew that off though. No, she blew it off.
She pivoted though. She didn't blow it up. She didn't deny it.
She said everyone was touching me. It's New Year's Eve. What kind of New Year's Eve
She
do
said
you
it was
have?
fans. She said it was fans.
But she didn't deny it, Angela. And then when they asked about the ring being off, she's like, "Well, what do you mean? I don't wear my ring sometimes." Like she did not deny it.
I also wonder, does that mean that she's cheating with this guy? Because remember last time we were talking, like the three of us, we were wondering, could this be like a gay BFF? Or like, just because she's seen with him doesn't mean that he's the one. Maybe she's not wearing her ring because she just feels more independent. And she's like, you know what? He didn't wear his ring, so I'm not going to do mine either.
Well, I mean... I don't know if it would be cheating. Maybe they have an agreement. I don't know. But
some people as a side guy, isn't that considered cheating? Because she's still married.
But they could be separated.
Yeah, some people have those open.
I guess.
But again, this is all speculation. We know nothing. She neither confirmed nor denied.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is sad because we are going to see a little bit more of that next week. And I've heard rumors that they are filming soon, and that we will kind of see where they pick up.
They're
with
having
him
lunch.
coming out. Yeah, with him coming out of jail soon. So I think that they will be filming for that.
Yeah.
So if he is deported, we will see it. If he isn't, we'll see him come home. Like
the cameras are around for a lot of big stuff.
Yeah. Well, we want to see it, so they have to.
I know, but
So wait, when does he get released again? It's coming up.
I don't know the exact release
thought it was
date, but I'm
March.
pretty
Yeah, I
sure it's
think-
the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Which
Like
is
in a few
in a
days.
couple days, which is crazy, guys, crazy. Anything else you want to touch on before we get to news and gossip?
Well, I just wanted to say Chelsea and I both have red nails, and Angelo didn't get the memo to come in with his red nails done.
Next week, I'll get my nails done.
If we don't change, okay, we'll
And
coordinate
he
on
also
the
needs
color.
a Speedo.
I know, there's so
and-
many things I gotta do.
Anything.
There's so many
You
things
haven't
I
done
gotta do.
anything you said you're gonna do.
Such a shame.
Jeez.
Such a shame. Let's go ahead and jump into our news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So first things first, like we talked about with Mr. Gorga, the Gorga Guide to Success, you could get his book on Amazon. Definitely check it out. It sounds very interesting and very juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I am here for it. And I like that it's more so all about his life. And not just like a
show
guide
or-
to like a guide to construction or whatever.
Yeah, like
we hear
working stuff.
a lot about him and how he came up and
Yeah,
his
'cause
rise to success.
We don't always get the backstory of the guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really cool. And then you could also, if you're in the New Jersey area, sign up for his seminar, Grow with Gorga, which also sounds like it would be very beneficial to
Right.
a lot of people that are into the entrepreneurial field
Mm-hmm.
or just trying to get a leg up in life. So Grow with Gorga, growwithgorga.com. Definitely check it out.
Do you think AfterBuzz would pay for plane tickets for us to go?
Doubt it. But on to some juicier gossip. We have a photo of Danielle and a mystery man making out on a beach.
Ooh.
Yes.
That is so staged.
Danielle took this, someone took a photo of Danielle and this mystery man in St. Bart's.
What a beautiful
kissing.
rainbow.
I know,
She
right?
posted it on Instagram, and rumors are a swirling.
How does she find so many guys? Because
Well,
I'm over here
apparently-
living a single LA life. Danielle, tell me the secret.
Well, Angel, here's the secret. All you have
Okay.
to do is steal your best friend's man, and there you go. Yes,
Oh.
that is the tea. Margaret Josephs was on Instagram or on Twitter or on some type of social media forum and tweeted out a response from a fan. This lady, Cindy, said at least she waited until she was divorced because her divorce is finalized.
Is that Danielle on the photo? And like the little
No,
profile
I don't
pic?
know.
It's like a fan page.
Yeah,
it
it
looks
is.
like.
It's a fan page. It was classier move than Margaret lying to her husband and stepkids for 4 effing years.
Oh, and there's
saw that.
Margaret.
And Margaret responds, yes, very classy. She's sleeping with one of her best friend's boyfriends. She knows for 1 week. True love for sure. For the record,
That's how she talks.
we never together for 4 years, but Danielle is a credible source.
Oh, she
Okay.
got him with that one.
So yeah, rumors are that this is a friend of Danielle's, her boyfriend. And
Is he a
and
young guy?
I don't know.
No, do you see that body?
But he
not young.
he
Oh, yeah,
now
he's not
is
young.
he now is claiming that this is photoshopped.
Well, I was gonna say about the rainbow. Like, I literally was gonna say, is that Photoshop? Because this picture is too beautiful.
But how could someone Photoshop so well? Because apparently,
I don't know.
the friend is like hysterical about this and is very upset, and he left her to go on this trip with Danielle to St. Bart's, and this caught this friend off guard. And he's claiming it wasn't me, like Shaggy, and saying it's Photoshopped.
That's
and all
a little,
this stuff.
that's a little too real
Men
looking,
lie.
I think.
Yeah.
Men lie. It's him. What do you mean it's Photoshopped?
You just said it was Photoshopped a
no,
second
because
ago.
I was joking about the rainbow.
Yeah, that is kind
I
of weird.
think it's too intricate to Photoshop someone making out
Yeah,
when
but
like
that
there's
rainbow right in the
grabbing.
middle.
That
of
rainbow
them?
might have been added.
So maybe it's a green screen, but
Why are they making
they
out
were
in front of
definitely
a green,
kissing.
making out in front of a green screen? What are they doing that for?
Do that, right?
They're in a studio in Jersey. Her divorce was finalized earlier this week, and she hopped on a plane and made out with her best friend's boyfriend in St. Bart's. That's what's going on with Danielle. She's trying real hard to get on the
That's
show.
how you get a man.
Real hard. That's how you get on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yeah, hold that hip, girl.
That's what it is. Next week's the conclusion. What quick predictions. What do we think?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I think it's going to be even worse than this week. I think it's going to pick up with Teresa and Melissa for sure.
It
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
worse. It's the big finale.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was pretty bad this week, though.
I think it'll be pretty heavy, but I also think there'll be a lot of comic relief with the men involved. And then it will also be heavy again.
Wait, Marty's not going to be there, right?
Marty's not going to be there,
Oh,
but
yeah,
Danielle's
it'll be
going to be
comedy,
there,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it will be.
It'll be heavy with Marty there,
Interesting.
but I wish he was.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also not because that means it's the end.
So the last one. It's okay.
I
They're already
love
filming.
those
We'll be back.
Jersey-
Oh, yeah. You can do it again next season.
I love them.
Yay.
It's okay.
I'll
They're
miss
filming.
them.
Silver lining.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, and thank you to Joe Gorga for joining us too and having that amazing interview. We greatly appreciate it. I am Chelsea Stark Jones. You can find me online at chelseastarkjones.com and on Instagram at C_S Jones.
And I'm Angelo Garcia, guys. You can find me on Instagram at Angelo Garcia with 3 A's.
I'm Angel Saunders, and that's my Instagram name. Angel Saunders.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Thanks
See
so
you guys.
much. Bye-bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.